Greetings, Earthlings. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who have been paying attention for the last couple videos, I've been struggling with the repair on my Aquahot boiler of all things. So that's a little embarrassing, seeing as how that's what I've been doing for the last 5 or 6 years, working on boilers. So, but this one has been getting the better of me. So, but yesterday I was able to ascertain which one, or differentiate, I guess, between the motor and the control board for the problem. I determined that the motor was good. I took it out again. I hooked it, I bench tested it on the battery of my car. It ran just fine, no problems. Every time I turned it off, it went off. I turned it back on, it came back on with no issues. So then today I was testing the controller itself and determined that the controller is the issue. Now, this is the controller. This is these two parts here. They go together. Thusly, well, you don't need to put it back together, but that's what it looks like basically. And this piece is over $1,000 to replace. So y'all know me, the ones that do. Y'all know I ain't spending $1,000 unless I've exhausted every other attempt at getting this thing straight. So I looked at this part and it appeared that it had 2 pins in it that could be removed and to free the circuit board up, and in fact that's what it does have. So I'm gonna put this down here. I'm gonna turn the camera a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing, and hopefully you can get a good look at what I'm doing here. This is the circuit board of the controls itself. Now you can see it's got 4 little magnetic relays on there, and these basically, how these work is the coil is down at this end. There's voltage applied to the 2 points that are down at this end that magnetizes this coil and pulls this switch in. So this guy right here is my culprit. When I check, I can check this across this with a multimeter. Now, multimeter, when it has continuity, you hear that sound. And the problem is that when I test the leads on the back, if I push that, I have no continuity. But if I wiggle it and grind it in there a little bit, I will get continuity. So there you go. So I know that the contacts in this particular relay are charred or burnt, and they've got something in there that's not allowing them to make contact. It's a very thin space, but excuse me, a very thin space between the contacts. But I was able to find this little guy here, which is probably perfect for what I need. Now, the contact that's going to be bad, I mean the space that needs to be cleaned out is this space right here. And I'm going to try to clean both sides of this a little bit with this little makeshift file. I don't know what I got behind it or how much room I've got to work with. I suspect not very much, but I'm going to do what I can. It would be nice if I had a piece of sandpaper that was thin enough to get in there, and it would be even nicer if I had a piece of sandpaper that I could put on the end of that Dremel tool that's right there on the table. Let's clean one side, then the other. Well, I think I'm going to clean one side, then the other. I don't know. There we go. That seems to be working a little bit. Now, let's see if we get a better contact from that. Still not making the contact like it should. got some denatured alcohol. I might have to resort to that, but well, this is one of them moments when you say, doggone, only got 2 hands. Nope, still not making it. Yeah, I might have to do the denatured alcohol thing. All right, well, y'all see the concept that I'm trying to accomplish. This little guy here, I don't know, it don't seem to be doing what it's supposed to, what I thought it was going to do, but that contact right there is not being made because of the clutter or whatever is on that thing. And I got a couple of little tweaks I can do on it. I can bend this a little bit, although that looks like it's copper, so it's probably going to fight me on bending it. But I don't really want to bend it if I don't have to. I would much rather clean it up with this little file dilly. Man, I tell you what, if that didn't get it, definitely going to have to resort to the denatured alcohol. Because I got some pretty good strokes on it that time. But it's still not making that connection. Oh, seems to be worse. Not making the connection at all now. There we go. But I'm having to apply an awful lot of force to it, and I shouldn't have to apply that much. So put a little tension on it. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay. All right. That seems to be doing what it's supposed to be doing now. So, I'm gonna put this bad boy back together, and then I'll take it around there and put it in the boiler itself. Hook it back up, turn everything on, and see what happens. And hopefully I just saved myself $1,000, or I think it was $1,065 or something like that. Like I was saying in a previous video, excuse me, Texas apparently has some terrible allergens. So, as I was saying in a previous video, in a couple of previous videos actually, full-time RV life, you have to be either extremely handy or extremely wealthy. $1,000 seems an awful lot to pay for that little circuit board in a plastic housing. So I'll be right back after I go put this on. I'll come back and let you know if it worked or not. Maybe I'll even take the camera over there and show you if it works. But judging by what it did last time, I don't want the camera to be there in case I have to grab a bunch of stuff and move out of the way, because it was smoking and puffing and all kind of crazy stuff. So stick with me. I'll be back. Okay, y'all. I changed my mind. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all experience it with me. In case this happens to be my last days, there'll be witnesses to the event. So this controller just mounts right on the side of the burner itself. Right here, it's got these two wiring connections. One's bigger than the other one, so you can't get them mixed up. And they only go in one way, so you can't get them turned around. And then that just slides right in there to hold it in place. Now, when I push this switch in, we'll find out if it's successful or not. So let's see. That's a good start. That's not. Alrighty then. It seems like that's about the same amount of time, so I'm starting to think that it's not that relay that's the issue now, but that maybe it may have satisfied the temperature with the electric heater. And may not be trying to call for heat right now. No. The light says the low temperature board, the low temperature cutoff is engaged, and the burner is supposed to be on. That just seems like it's awful regular to be that relay. And I should probably also tell you that I also just performed the annual service on this thing, putting a new nozzle in it and a new fuel filter. So it's likely, it's not likely, it's definite there is some air in the system. So that may be what we're experiencing right now, is it's trying to move that air through the system, and there's no fuel getting to the nozzle right now, and the CAD cell is cutting it off. So we'll go through this a few times and see what happens. This thing, as soon as it fires up, the CAD cell in there will notice the flame. So apparently it's not firing. I know that it's not firing because I don't have any indication. I don't have any smoke or any rumble or anything, so. Well, I'm starting to think we should have lit off by now. Well, I don't smell any raw fuel, and I've got air blowing out of the exhaust like it should be. It's warm air because the electric element has the tank or the coil on the inside warm, or the glycol, I guess, is warm. So I'm sure I'm not flooding the thing, but I'm starting to thinking maybe to err on the side of caution. Maybe we want to give it a good long couple of hour break before we start this up again. Because if it is dumping fuel in there and I just don't smell it, but there's a vent right on the bottom of the burner itself. So it seems like if it's dumping diesel fuel in there, that I would smell the diesel fuel. I don't. I still smell a little bit of the odor from the smoke that it was giving off when it lit off the last time and then cut off right as it lit. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna let it sit. We'll leave this door open so a lot of air will get in there to the air intake. I'm gonna take this guy off, and we'll see. We'll give it a couple of hours. It's 1:15 right now. We'll maybe come back around 3:15 and run it through a few more cycles and see if it fires up. But I'm pretty sure that the fact that the motor is engaging every time, that what I did with the relay was successful, because that was the original problem. The motor wouldn't even come on. So that relay does, it acts as the switch to turn the motor on, sends power to the motor. So that does seem to be working. So we're going to just let it sit and make sure we get all that diesel out of there. And maybe I'll bring you back when we get to that point. Stick with me. Okay, y'all. I got everything put back together. I believe that I have the thing fixed, and it should come on this time when we turn the doggone switch on. So with the help of my lovely assistant, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can get that switch flipped and see if it works. You ready, baby? Hey. All right, well, there's a flaw in my plan. It's about 411. Oh my goodness. Try a telephone call, see if that can get her attention.
Yeah.
Hey, turn the switch on. And that's the sound it's supposed to make. Okay, thank you. That's the motor starting. Thus far the flame has not lit, but that should be coming along momentarily. And there's the flame lit. Woohoo! So now you know, if you got a problem with your Aquahot and you find out that it's $1,065 for the part, don't do it. Break out your part, a little teeny thin file, a nail or something that you can take the pins out with, and a little hammer to tap it, and follow the instructions that I gave you on the video, and you'll save yourself $1,065. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. I'm finding out that there's always some sort of repair to make, so I will make a video as they come along. So y'all, like I say, remember, when camping, take only photos, leave only footprints, and fix it as you go. Y'all travel safe. I am Charlie.